So why is everybody worried about the debt ceiling? What is the debt ceiling? Should you be worried? And will it be a concern? Well, first of all, let me give you a quick overview of what the debt ceiling means. So the US government, essentially, in simple terms, is the credit limit of the US government. And because the US government never meets its budget, meaning it's always spending more than it's earning in tax revenues and other sources of revenue, that it has to continuously borrow. And when it can, well, think of it as, you make 10,000 a month, but your expenditures are 15,000 a month. So every month you've got to borrow 5,000 from your credit card. Well, at the end of the year, 5 times 12, you're going to be $60,000 in debt. And your credit limit is eventually going to run out. And that's exactly what's happened to the US government. And now the government has to come to agreement to raise the credit limit. It's kind of silly because they're printing their own money and they're printing debt kind of literally out of thin air. But they still need to have this credit limit approved. And this is an object of wrangling among the Republicans and the Democrats, right? And so should you be worried? Will the market fall 20% if the government fails to raise the debt ceiling, as UBS warns? If they fail to raise the debt ceiling, yes, it would be really bad for the government. The credit rating of the US would go down and the markets could plunge. And that is exactly why I do not think it's going to happen. And any pullback in the market is going to be short-lived. And I've got a buy list of stocks and companies that I'd like to have ownership in. And if these companies pull back just because of this overhang, because you are going to have this conversation, will the US government be able to come to an agreement to raise its credit limit? Yes, they will, but because until it is done, you have this uncertainty. And this creates a great opportunity for you to buy companies that may pull back. So, always have your buy list ready, always have a list of companies, and I'll always be looking at opportunities to add to your existing positions, your existing stocks, when you do have a market pullback that has nothing to do with your company. Enjoy.